But now I'm going to tell you the information is very large and we have to store it to use it further. So we use database. I'm going to teach you database with the help of login page. In the login page, we have used text field, labels, and the buttons. There are 4 buttons. One is sign in, that is used for inserting the data into your database. The other one is change password, that uses update query, and delete, that deletes the data, and fetch. This is used to show the output on the screen. So first we are going to start with insert. We are using the drag and drop method. So when we drag the button and double click it, this shows the function is already made. So we have to write only this. So we start from string uname equals to even.getText. This gets the text from this uses the you enter the username. It is stored in the uname variable. Then string pass equals to into.getText. This gets the password. Now we will use the try catch. In try we will write connection on equals to null. Class.formName. This class.formName is a function which is in this we pass the driver we are using. The driver we are using is oracle.jdbc.driver.particular driver. On equals to driver manager.getConnection. Now get connection. The get connection method has 3 operands. One is hostname, username, and password. The hostname is JDBC. This one. It is the URL that we pass to get connection. URL is needed by driver to establish the connection between database and NetBeans. And system are the username password that is default in Oracle. So driver manager, after we pass the URL, driver manager sees all the available list of drivers and see which driver can use the URL to establish a connection. Then prepare statement PST equals to con.prepare statement, and this is the SQL query which are being registered to. Registered with the name of the table and we pass the value. These question marks denote the number of columns. These are called placeholders. The number of columns we have, we put same number of question marks in this. Then pst.setString. Now setString includes the data into the database table. This is the column number 1 and 2. The first column is username and the second is password. So it enters username which we have taken from the user into first column and then the password in second column. Now index equals to pst.execute update. Now execute update takes up the number of rows on which we have processed the data. So in this we have entered only one value. So it will take so the value of x will be 1. So if x is greater than 1, then it goes into this loop and it shows the dialog box that user successfully registered. Now the exception path exception is there. Now this is the example of a database table. For example, this one is for jobs, but it would have been for the username, login table. This column is for username, this one is for password, and we had entered one values like username and password. Now the second one is update password. In this, everything is same like the previous one. The only difference is in the SQL command. The SQL command would be update register to the name of the table, set password equals to question mark the placeholder, where username equals to question mark. Now we have to update the password corresponding to a particular means that according to a particular username, we are changing that person's password. So psd.setString username and password, execute update, the same it will return value 1 because we have entered a given value. So x will be 1. So a dialog box will be printed, password will be updated. Now on the catch. The next one is delete. In delete also everything is same. Just the SQL query delete from table where username equals to question mark. We are deleting the data according to a username. Now the last one is fetch data from table. While fetching a data from table, use result set. First the SQL query would be select star. Star is everything. From register to where username. We are in this example also we are displaying the data according to a particular username. Now this line result set x equals to psd dot execute query. Now execute query is used when we want to fetch the data from the table, and it returns a result set. What is the this is the result set which is returned by the execute query method. Result set contains these representation record start area, record area and record end area. Result set is basically the representation of database rows. So first initially the logical points to record start area. Now when we use dot next function, what it does is it moves the record area. And depending upon the all the number of rows contained in the database table, it processes the data or displays it. So dot next method does two things. It moves to the record area and it also returns two values, either true if there is another row in the data, or false if the data has reached to an end or there is no other row. So for this, if the value returned is true, so it will get into this loop, and what it will do is string name equals to x dot get string, and 1 is the column name, that is the username. So it will store the username into name, and from column 2, that is the password, it will store the password from the database table into pass. J option pane, it will show a dialog box that password is password and J label name. These are the tables on which the data will be printed. So set text will pass these username and password into these, and the exception is there is any. Now I will tell you about the URL which we are using. This URL URL which we had passed into get connection method was JDBC Oracle thing and localhost. Now what it is JDBC is the main protocol, Oracle is sub protocol, thing is the type of driver that we are using. Localhost is the machine name on which our Oracle server is stored. 1521 is the port name, and X is the type of Oracle server. And system are the password, username and password for Oracle database. This is a NetBeans. Right now we are using the version NetBeans 8.1. So we go into file and there will be a new project. This is a new project and we will select Java and then we keep on doing next and enter the class name. The class name, the first letter of the class name should be capital. The project name, it will create a new package. Our class name is test1.java. This class is created and we will do the coding on this part and this is the output area. So this is how you use NetBeans.